So good day everyone, especially to you sir. I am Mexivan Felicelda. Today I am going to discuss some definition of the human rights. So number one is the Constitution. So Constitution, it is a social group that determine the powers and duties of the government and guarantee certain rights to the people in it. So Constitution, it is a typically outlines the structure of the governments for the distribution of powers and the rights of individual. Number two is the natural rights are those that are not dependent on the laws or customs of any particular culture or governments, universal, fundamental, and inalienable. So, sa natural rights is kanang natural lang siya. Like, diri is kanang mga property. So, people have the right to own a property and enjoy the fruits of their labor and acknowledging their individual's efforts. So, number three is the legal rights. Are those bestowed onto a person by given legal system. So, they can modified, repealed, and restrained by human laws. So, sa legal rights, individual have the legal right to a fair and impartial trial. Number 4 is the natural law theory. The natural law theory, theory of rights emphasizes that human rights are based on the idea that there are certain fundamental principles of justice that are inherent in nature. So, kanang diri is number 5 is the workers' right. Rights encompass a large array of human rights. So sa workers' rights, it granted to the employees including fair wages, reasonable working hours, and protection from discrimination and harassment in the workplace. So naa sila'y kanang mga trabahante, so naa sila'y mga rights kung unsay like example is kanang sweldo, so dapat jud fair ang fair tanan or walay unsa pa na nga kuan word, basta naa siya including fair wages sa tanan workers. So, the human rights. Human rights are fundamental rights and freedoms inherent to all individuals, regardless of nationality, ethnicity, gender, religion, or other status. So kita natay rights mamili kung unsay nga mga religion or mga status nga ato ang makaanan, but they have kanang limitation dapat. So the inherent is not granted by any person or authority. So the inherent right to freedom of speech, and it doesn't need to be granted or earned. So number 8 is fundamental. So serving as a basis supporting existence or determining essential structure or function. So fundamental, without them, the life and dignity of man will be meaningless. So number 9 is the reproductive rights. So reproductive rights refer to the legal and ethical rights of individuals to make decisions regarding their reproductive health. including the right to choose or refuse contraception and access to safe and legal abortion, and the ability to make informed decision about family planning and reproductive health care. So these rights, um, it includes the right to access reproductive health care, like family planning and freedom to make choices regarding um, regarding on family planning. So dapat um, sa family planning is sila ay kanang magplan sila kung pila ang anak nga kailangan nila. Ano. So number 10 is the protective rights of person in armed conflict. So the protective rights of individuals in armed conflict encompass various principles and legal provision aimed at safeguarding civilians and combatants. So these rights are outlined or international humanitarian law and aim to mitigate the impact of armed conflict. Number 11 is the statutory rights. It refers to the legal rights granted to individuals by statutes or laws enacted by a government. So these rights are created and defined by specific statutes or regulation rather than being based or common law or contractual agreements. So the constitutional rights. It refers to the fundamental liberties and protections granted to individuals by a country's constitution. So these rights serve as a safeguard against government intrusion and ensure a certain freedoms sa all individuals. So number 13 is the right of self-determination. It is the principle that individuals or communities have the authority to make choices about their political, economic, social, and cultural. So it emphasizes the right of every individuals or the communities to make a choices about their political and socio-economic future without the external interference. Number 14 is the natural rights. It refers to fundamental rights and freedoms that are believed to be inherent to all individuals by virtue of their humanity. So these rights considered universal and independent of governments, societal recognition. So example dire is right to life. So that every individual has the inherent right to live and not be arbitrarily deprived of their life. So individual rights. So individual rights refer to the fundamental liberties and protection that every person is entitled to, often outlined in laws or constitution. So sa individual rights is nagabase ato matag usa kung angay nga mga angay sundon. So number 16 is the collective rights. Refer to the rights that are held by a group of individuals, often based on shared characteristics such as ethnicity, culture, language, or indigenous status. Number 17, historical theory. So historical theory encompasses various approaches and methodologies used to interpret and understand the past. So number 18 is the theory of Marxism. Marxism is a socio-economic and political theory based on the ideas of the Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. And number 19 is the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So, it's an international document adopted by the United Nations in General Assembly outlining fundamental human rights to be universally protected. Number 20 is the freedom of expression. Number 20 is the right to express one's thoughts, opinions, and ideas without censorship or restraint. So sa freedom of speech is natay freedom nga kanang dili ta suguon kung unsay ato ang angay buhaton. So natay freedom to express our thoughts, opinions, and ideas without censorship or restraint. Number 21 is the rights to education. It ensures everyone has access to free and compulsory education. So diri ay natay rights mamili kung unsay atong eskwelahon, unsay atong kuhaon nga mga courses ana. So the number 22 is the humanitarian law. It also known as the laws of war. It regulates the conduct of armed conflict and seeks to protect civilians and combatants who are no longer taking part in the hostilities. Number 23, the gender equality. So the principle of equal rights, opportunities, and treatment regardless of gender. So kung diri is unsa man nato ang gender nga kung unsa man ang gender nato is so regardless of gender is dapat jud fair ang pagtrato sa matag usa mapa man kan like ang bayot ano. Number 24, right to privacy. The right to be free from unwarranted intrusion into one's personal life. So example diri is kanang mga sa cellphone privacy sa tua matag usa. So naatay rights nga dili nato ihatag sa uban like mga password ana. So natay privacy nga or natay rights nga dili nato ihatag ang mga important details sa usa ka tao. Number 25 is the non-discrimination. So the principle of treating all individuals equally without discrimination based on race, gender, religion, or other characteristic. So dapat walay ka na mga discrimination like like and regardless ka ng mga gender. So dapat individuals have equally ang pagtrato. So economic rights addressing economic well-being such as the right to work, fair wages, and just working condition. So economic rights to. Number 27 is the social rights related to a person's well-being, including the right to education, healthcare, and social security. Number 28, the refuge rights. Refuge rights protecting individuals who have fled their home country due to persecution or fear of persecution. So, number 29 is the social justice. The pursuit of fair and equitable treatment for all members of society. So, dapat tanan jud is fair jud ang pagtrato sa tanan members like kanang mga family or other community gathering like ana. So number 30 is the last, which is the civil liberties. Civil liberties, basic freedoms and protections afforded to individuals such as freedom of speech, religion, and the right to a fair trials. So the RIA is these liberties are essential for the preservation of individuals um, and the functioning of a democratic society. Is example dire is isa civil liberties is kanang the due right to due process. So it including a fair and timely trial. Yun dapat. So sa overall ito. So that's all for today's video. So thank you. So, thank you.